My people wonder, they say, shall never end. They said Igbi, in desperation to see her son heal, have made unbelievable confession that implicated Ebony again. According to what we heard, though, allegedly, they said Igbi visited Reverend Esther Ajayi so that she will help her and speak to the king, so that the king will convince the queen to return back to the palace. Because the revelation is that unless the queen returns, that all of those people who are affected by Arun Okunkun, that they are never going to recover. They will die with the sickness. So Igbi's son is also affected. And Igbi have spent so much money trying to see if she will be able to make the child get better. But unfortunately, the only solution is for the queen to return. Igbi volunteered to release her Yeyoluwa quarters, but the king is not buying the idea. So when she went to Reverend Esther Ajayi, who have warned her earlier to stop fighting the innocent lady, but she did not listen. Now, it has gotten to the point that she is begging for help, and they said Reverend Esther Ajayi told her that to start with, you need to go and make confession. Confess all that you have done against the queen. Then ask for forgiveness. Maybe she would want to return for the sake of your son. So, even though a lot of people are saying, don't return, no, don't return, we all know that if returning back will save her son, maybe the queen will do it for her, for the sake of that son, not even her. Because we all know how much the queen loves children and everything. So, when Igbi came to the palace, Igbi have confessed a whole lot. But there's a particular confession they said she made that turned the palace upside down. They said that turned the palace upside down. We all know that while Queen Naomi was in the palace, she doesn't have anything to do with the traditional stuff, of which that gives Ebony the right to be doing most of those traditional stuff that brings her closer to the king, and also gave her so much value in that palace. Because if not for that traditional stuff, she is just like every other ayaba in the palace who does not have, that much influence on the king. So, and most of the things that they do traditionally in that palace is the queen is not always involved. Is not even involved because we all know that she is a staunch Christian, a prophetess at that. So, but they said there is this traditional room. They said this room is personal. They said it is Ebony who is managing that room. Ebony is the one that is controlling the room. And what they do in that room is not a good one. Maybe the king is not even aware of that particular room. Because what they are doing there, they are not supposed to be doing it. You know that if this information is true, it simply means that everything about Ebony is not good, though. Remember what happened during the time that her shrine was burned down? They said there was a very big snake in there. Was this supposed to be so? And they are saying it is not supposed to be so. And now, another secret room. Wow, now wow. So they said in this room, when you enter that room, there is a lot of things that you see in that room, ranging from people's pictures and items and jewelries and handbags and shoes. And what they do with those items is to be manipulating people spiritually with those items. So when they enter there, they find out that the queens, that is the original queen, the jewel, her stuffs were also kept there, where Ebony goes to do incantations every now and then, thereby causing so much problem for the jewel. That is if the information is true. They said they saw her slippers. There was a particular slippers they said while she was in the palace, she always wear that slippers. You know that some people, when they have different slippers or even, let's say, bra for women, there's this particular bra that you always like to wear. I don't know if some people are like that. But they said that particular slippers, while she was in the palace, she likes to wear that slippers. There was a time we heard about the slippers. They said the slippers is a gift, a special gift from abroad, you know. So that is the same slippers that was seen inside that secret room. Then they said her pictures were also there. Her jewels, as in her necklace, earrings, jewels, they are also seen inside there. Then what is he doing there? What is he doing there? Because if she is one of those people who practices all this their traditional stuff, they will say, okay, they kept it there for one to do job for her and all of that. But we all know that she's not in that field. So the question is, what is her stuff doing in that secret room? But the essence of Igbi sharing it, because they said it was Lizzie that she took to that place to go and show. Then the essence of doing it is such that Igbi will be free, because they said they have told her that unless she confesses and expose all that she knew about anyone that is fighting the queen, that if not, her son might not make it. The Serikbi have opened her mouth wide, wide, very much wide. Everything they have done in secret, Igbi is opening up right now. So that's why they said she took Lizzie to that room, opened the room, and showed Lizzie what Ebony have been doing with people's pictures and jewelries and materials like slippers and other things. They said when Lizzie asked Igbi, how did you know about this? And where did you get the key? You said that you are not in charge of this room. You don't manage it. It is Ebony who is doing it. How do you get the key? Igbi said she paid Ebony's, is it personal maid, who is always going to sweep there or do something there, that she have to pay huge amount of money for them to release the key for her in order to access that place. So they said everyone was shocked to their bone marrow. And Igbi knew of this all this while, and she never did anything. To tell you that they are working together. Remember that when Ebony returned back to the palace with her son, Igbi happens to be her best friend. The kind of relationship that is between her and Igbi from then, people started asking questions. People started asking, now, wow. So they know what they were doing. But at this point that it has affected Igbi, Igbi is now opening up, implicating Ebony. And I said, now wow. Now wow. Wonder they say shall never end though. Anyways, all thanks to this kind of sickness, make it just they come out all the time so that all the hidden secrets will be in the open. And some people will rest in that palace. Anyway, guys, that is what we are hearing if the information is true. But I want to remind you that these are all alleged, unverified information making rounds on social media and shouldn't be seen as fact unless we verify them, okay? Thanks for watching. Do well to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and share this video. I love you guys. Bye. See you.